Lithe and listen, gentlemen, be of freeborn blood. I'll tell you of a stout yeoman whose name was Robin Hood. And that's how it starts. My story. Epic, medieval, ballad, adventure. By the pen of an anonymous author. The guest of Robin Hood. The maid Marian, the merry men, and all that are far younger. They were born far later. The pen of Anthony Munday, poet, playwright, contemporary of old Will Shakespeare himself. But he was also a fervent anti-Catholic spy in the pay of Queen Elizabeth's Church of England. His glorifying of Sherwood Forest and his derision of the Huntingdon family could easily have been motivated by such spiritual political sentiments. They certainly are far different from the other, older renderings of the woodland warrior and his lady love, danced on the morning of May Day by the peasants as they crown their flower queen. Robin in the Hood, robber in the hood, robber of the wood, Robin of the wood, Robin Goodfellow, Rabbin, Hoddikin, Jack in the Green, and by many other names was the Green Man known, as the Morris men danced round him in their antlered crowns, the fairy of the forest. But the story of the fighter for the poor was born by the pen of our anonymous author of our epic ballad, the guest of Robin Hood. When it starts, I'm in Barnsdale Forest with outlaws Much, Scarlet, and Little John. We waylay a dishevelled knight, discover he is as poor as we, and make an ally of him by robbing for himself as well as ourself. And riding in disguise to trick and trap his enemy, Sheriff of Nottingham. With him outwitted, we ride to his archery contest in Nottingham, where the prize is a gold and silver arrow for the best archer of the north. There we are spotted, spied, and chased. We run for the safety of the knight's castle to find that he himself has been captured. We ride to his rescue, incurring the wrath of the king himself, who, in disguise as an abbot, rides to our side. There we unwittingly reveal to our Chevalier de Guise, our guest disguised, our loyalty to the true crown. With royal pardon on his lips, he reveals his true identity, and I enter loyal service of the true crown, as was always my intent and ambition. But after a year or so of it, I grow homesick for the forest, and after 20 years living there in the wild, where I loved so much to dwell, I ride to Kirklees Priory, where I am betrayed by the prioress. Now, in your search for the pages of history for the inspiration of this ballad, you have happened upon Gentleman Robert Fitzooth of Locksley in Warwickshire, disinherited by Richard Lionheart, reinstated through bribery by his brother Softsword Lackland, Prince John. But peruse the pages of the ballad, The Guest, more carefully. You will find the king known by the name of Good Edward, making it more likely, surely, to have been inspired by the story of Robert Hood and his wife Matilda of Wakefield, Lancastrian rebels, pardoned by the pen of good King Edward III himself. So much for the start of our story, but the pattern of the action draws from an older, more mysterious source, the roots of Fulk Fitzwarren and his fight against Softsword Lackland, Prince John. It begins an even more epic, romantic and adventurous ballad than The Guest of Robin Hood, the romance of Fulk Fitzwarren opens with a prophecy, the words of old wizard Merlin himself, that the wolf will come and tame the leopard with his sharp teeth. Now you will find the leopard adorning the shield of Softsword Lackland, Rich Lionheart's brother, Prince John, and you will find the sharp teeth of the wolf, 6 above and 6 below, adorning the shield of his noble marcher, Fulk Fitzwarren. You will find identity in every particular. My lieutenant is Little John, his right-hand man is his brother, John. Where we waylay and then recruit the dishevelled knight Sir Richard of the Lee, he seeks refuge with Sir Lewis of Shrewsbury. Where we outwit the Sheriff of Nottingham, he outwits Sir Boris of Whitetown. Where King John comes into the romance, King Edward comes in to the guest. Where I enter into loyal service to the crown, he is given back his lands by the crown. Where I retreat to a shrine of Mary Magdalene in the woods, he retreats to a priory of Saint Mary in the mountains. Where I am bled dry by the prioress, he is blinded by an angel. So the source of the ballad is the romance, but the source of the romance is more magical and mysterious still. For the more magical, romantic, mysterious settings of the other scenes of the romance of Fulk Fitzwarren, mysterious islands, resplendent with dragons, witches, ghosts, seem to be drawn from the earliest Welsh, Cornish stories of King Arthur. Cilwch and Olwen, the dream of Rhonabwy, the spoils of Anu. And so now, as is Arthur to the Celts of the south, so is Robin to the Saxons of the north. He wields his sword Excalibur, I wield my bow, the finest archer in the land. Where he meets his future right-hand man Lancelot, guarding a bridge across the river and yielding only to the man who can beat him in single combat. So I meet my right-hand man, Little John, guarding a log fallen over the river, open only to one who can beat him in single combat and knock him off. Where he rides to be healed and yet meets his death. At Avalon, I ride to be healed and yet meet my death at Kirklees. Where he casts his sword into the water, I fire my arrow through the window, drop my bow by my side. Now, what is a Robin Hood's pennyworth in the north is King Arthur's farming in the south, a raw deal. What is Robin Hood's wind in the north is Arthur's chill in the south, the first heat of winter. The Pleiades, the meteor shower, is known in the north as Robin Hood's arrows, whereas the Great Bear, the Pole Star constellation, is known in the south as Arthur's cart. Robin Goodfellow, Robert Hood, Robert Fitzooth, Fulk Fitzwarren, Merlin, Arthur. The green man in his antlered crown has worn many masks over the years. I think this one's rather handsome, don't you?